Your brain is weird, like really weird. Let me explain. The brain is divided into two hemispheres, left and right. These hemispheres control different parts of the body. Left controls the right side of the body and right controls the left side of the body. Now these two sides are connected by this thick bundle of nerve fibers, kind of like a superhighway for brain signals. It allows the two hemispheres to talk to each other, share information and coordinate what you do. This wire is called the corpus callosum. Now, let's say if you were to accidentally cut this wire, what would happen then? Well, luckily in the 1960s, people did just that. Doctors believed that cutting the corpus callosum would treat epilepsy. And for many patients, this surgery actually helped. The seizures got better. But it also came with some very unusual side effects. With the wire cut, the two hemispheres couldn't communicate anymore, and what scientists discovered is honestly mind-blowing. So picture this, doctors flash a word or an image to only one eye. Because of the way vision works, information from the left eye goes to the right hemisphere, and the right eye goes to the left hemisphere. Let's say they flash the word apple to the left eye. The right hemisphere sees it, but here's the catch. Language, for most people, is handled by the left hemisphere, and since the two sides can't talk anymore, the patients can't actually say the word apple. But here's the twist. If you ask the patient to draw what they saw using their left hand, which is controlled by the right hemisphere, they can sketch an apple just fine. They literally knew what they saw, but the speaking half of their brain had no clue. Here is a video of someone who has a severed corpus callosum.
Joe is being flashed a word only to one half of his brain. Words flashed to the right are seen only by his left brain, and Joe can report seeing those words just fine.
Piano. Good.
But when a word is flashed to his right brain,
Didn't see that.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you
but now watch what happens.
to draw that with your left hand.
Oh, phone.
Oh, okay.
Durr.
It's almost as though somebody has given him a secret communication.
That's
And
right.
now he knows that it's a telephone, but up until then he was blind to it.
What's basically happening is that the communication between the two hemispheres is happening outside the brain. The subject had to draw the word with his left hand so the left hemisphere could understand what he read. It gets even stranger. Imagine showing the left eye a picture of a snow scene and the right eye a picture of a chicken claw. Now you ask the patient to point to related objects. With their left hand, which is controlled by the right hemisphere, they will point to a snow shovel. With their right hand, which is controlled by the left hemisphere, they'll point to a chicken. Perfectly logical choices. But when you ask them to explain why they picked the shovel, their left hemisphere doesn't know what the right hemisphere saw, so it makes up a story. Something like, oh, the shovel is to clean up the chicken coop. This is what scientists call confabulation. The brain making up explanations to cover for gaps in information. And it shows us something really deep. Your brain doesn't just receive reality, it constructs reality, even if it has to invent details along the way. Split brain patients also sometimes experience what's called intermanual conflict. Basically, their hands would fight each other, like the left hand might start buttoning a shirt while the right hand unbuttons it. Or one hand might reach for an object while the other hand pushes it away. It's almost like two separate people were living inside one body, each with their own goals. And this is where it gets really philosophical, because it raises the question, what even is the self? We like to think of ourselves as one unified consciousness, but split brain research show that you might not be a single thing at all, more like two minds, constantly negotiating and blending into one. So if that connection is cut, who are you really? The left hemisphere with its voice and logic, or the right hemisphere with its intuition and silent awareness? Or maybe neither. Maybe you are just the story that emerges when both halves work together.